we have a special guest, a special live guest.
Okay. Who will that
bring? So today our special guest is a physician oncologist, and she's right here in the Washington D.C. area.
Oh, you mean?
In the area.
In the area, okay.
So she's local to the area. So welcome, doctor. Welcome to the Rave Show.
Welcome, doctor.
Hi, Soumya. Hi, Jiju. Happy to be here on the show.
Welcome to the show. And how are you doing this cold morning? And how's the New Year been so far?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I must agree. It's really cold this morning. And 2022, we all started with, I think, on a very optimistic note. And I was hoping things would return to normal. And then as I've been watching this show as well, and
Did you like it?
mentioned Omicron to a wrench in the whole
Omicron.
So let me ask you. This actually segues, doctor. Sorry to ask this. Not sorry to ask this question, but I want clarification. Omicron. That's what I thought. It's called Amir Khan. Isn't that what it is? Come on.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
It is right, isn't it?
You could call it that way also. It's a tongue twister. It's a tongue twister.
So what is the right way of saying this?
It's Omicron, just
Omicron,
like
see?
I lose 1 point right there.
But Amir Khan is a good way to remember it.
All right. So what's going on otherwise?
Yeah, so you were talking about the New Year.
So I'm hoping that the rest of 2022, I'm hoping will be, more closer to normal, like we expected, with warmer months and less of the Omicron drama.
Yes. Don't we all? Don't we all?
The masks and the vaccinations and things like that, right? So let me ask you one thing. Can I ask one thing? Can I ask you
always
one
have
thing?
A question.
So we are always, audiences are also very interested to know this, right? This is an important question that I want to ask. Can alcohol be a remedy for Omicron? Can this be a good remedy for it? I want to hear the answer yes.
Is that your question or
that's
is that
my
your
question.
Wish?
Yes.
I mean, Jiju, I think we all. Yeah. So the question is quite interesting. Although I think we have used alcohol historically for many of the diseases. It has no role in the treatment of COVID.
No role.
So I'm sorry to disappoint you, Jiju.
No, he's not disappointed. He'll find another excuse. You're absolutely right. We know Jiju's.
I had to ask because many audience member would like to hear this, right? So
I'm glad you asked.
Yes.
Well,
I'm glad you asked. You should remove all doubts.
That's true. Well, you were telling earlier about how you wish that things come back to normalcy. Any specific tips or guidance you have that we can all do to help get things back into normal?
Yeah.
I don't have any specific tips out here, and I think we all should follow common sense practices depending on the transmission in the community. Where the mass gets boosted. Practice social distancing when the rates are high, and then once warmer weather comes, we can let go of the mask and be outside and continue our lives. So that
let me ask you. This is a good segue. I want to ask you: masks, vaccination, all that kind of stuff. Indians are very competitive in nature, right? Whenever I go to community, people ask me a lot of things, like let's say parties, right? Your house mortgage rates, insurance rates, what kind of car do you drive, what kind of houses, things like that. Similar for my vaccination too, right? They say, what kind of vaccination did you have, right? It's like Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson. And I'm afraid to answer that because some of the smart people over there, they say, oh, you got Moderna, but Johnson & Johnson is better because it's one-shot wonder. So all that kind of stuff, right? Nowadays, so I don't answer that question. I just listen to everybody saying. So whatever is the majority, I will say, I also got that, right? It doesn't matter, they don't know. So since you're here, let me ask you, does it make any difference? Like all the 2 doses and the booster, does it make any difference this specific type of vaccination is better?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, Jiju, about, vaccinations being like a status symbol about which vaccine.
She's familiar
the
with
good
it.
thing is that all of the vaccines are equally effective about curing or preventing serious disease, and that's what we want, right? We want to
Okay.
avoid hospitalizations, we want to avoid death from the disease, and
I
they
got
are
it.
equally effective at that, and that has been proven in so many trials. So
Dr. Fauci is
regardless
right.
of which vaccine you have gotten, I'm sure
Okay.
you can be confident in that. So I
got
wouldn't
it.
sort of hesitate to say which vaccine you got, because they're all equally good at preventing serious disease.
That's
That's
great. That's great. I think, Doctor, you seem really happy and positive.
Relaxed.
That's wonderful. Any tips or anything that you can give us on how do you stay optimistic and positive in this pandemic? Anything that you have done?
At that point, I think the connection got lost. So I'm sure that Dr. Abhilasha Nair is optimistic, right?
Yes.
But the connection was not that optimistic about. So we kind of lost connection with the Dr. Abhilasha Nair. But good tips though. I like
Yes.
it, right? The alcohol can be used. That's what she said, right?
That's right.
Alcohol can be used for no. Okay.
He's testing my attention.
And
No, alcohol.
okay, I think she's back. She's back. Look
She's
at
back.
that. Okay.
Did you welcome back, Doctor? I think Jiju was just joking that the phone connection wasn't as optimistic as you have been through this pandemic. You seem really happy and positive. So tell us more about how do you stay positive and optimistic in the wake of this pandemic?
Yeah, and it's been stressful for all of us, Soumya, as you rightly pointed out. I think this is a good time for us to look into ourselves and
Okay.
do the things that make us happy. One of the things that has really helped me is Bollywood Zumba.
Bollywood.
As I like to call
Zumba.
it. It's the right mix. Yeah, right mix of, I think, exercise and I
Okay.
love songs. And
What about
it
songs though?
keeps us
Bollywood
healthy.
songs?
So that's something that has really helped me.
Do you like Bollywood songs too?
Oh, a lot of Bollywood Zumba songs. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I like Dilbar. I like
Hey,
Goo
okay.
Goo. I mean,
Dilbar.
there's a ton of
Oh,
them that I
it
like.
reminds me of one song. There was a song. I don't know if it made to the Zumba circuit or not. It's a good song. It's like Soja Raja Kumari. Is that a good song that we can have for Zumba? No? Yes.
I
It is.
doubt it. You know,
For Shavasana Zumba,
no,
maybe.
no, it's not at all.
Hey, I think
Yeah, sure.
we had we got a circuit cut off, connection cut off. But still, Dr. Abhilasha Nair, thank you for joining our call. Our format dictates that we reduce. We don't have much time, by the way, but we will have more time in our coming up episodes. But thank you for joining us. Understood how stressful your situation is as a doctor. But thank you for all the advice, right, that was given to us. Appreciate it, and thank you for showing your support for
Yeah, happy to
Bollywood
be here.
musicians.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Thank you, Doctor. Great to have you on the show, and stay positive, stay optimistic, and
Listen
Zumba more.
music, right? That's the cure. Thank you. That was
Yeah.
nice. I like
Thank
it.
you
Yeah,
guys
that
for
was
having
that was
me.
a good
Thank you so much.
It's very
change
positive. Yeah,
for me.
positive. Absolutely, it's energetic.
Yes, and well, just before we went, we brought in Dr. Abhilasha.
Okay.
We had asked the audience a question about name the movie, the hero, and the heroine.
Oh,
so
that's
you
up
see
again.
the picture up again
Again.
on the screen.
I gave the clue.
So let's see how many of the audience, if anybody has responded to the question we asked.
Clue was this.
Oh, great. I see a lot of really cool responses coming
do?
in. Well, I think the first person that I see who got this correct
Okay.
who got all three of them correct was Manjusha Girish.
Nice.